I should have my photo on first, right?
You can actually turn your camera off. That's okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Hatboro-Horsham High School College Fair. We're excited to have you participating in this event with us today. We have some fantastic schools with us here. My name is Sarah. I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time, and we encourage you to do so. If you have questions for a particular institution, please go ahead and list that institution's name so our presenters can get to those questions a bit faster for you. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Hatboro-Horsham. Thanks for being here. Now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, which is Wilkes University.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marquita White. I'm an admissions counselor for your school. Just wanted to share some quick info with you today. Here's a little picture of our campus. Here's my information, just so you have it up. Again, like I said,
we're not seeing your screen share though.
Oh,
and something seems to be covering your camera as well.
Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Can you see this now?
We can see it. Just something's covering your camera.
Better?
There we go. Yep, perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, let's start over. Sorry. Well, kind of start over. Here's my information that I was trying to share with you. My name is Marquita White. I am an assistant director of admissions here. Here's some contact information, email, cell phone, texts are welcome, and my office phone number. My text number is probably the easiest way to get in touch with me, especially this time of the year. Okay, so just a little bit about Wilkes, just so you all will know. We have about 2,500 undergraduate students, students that are represented here from 31 different states, 15 different countries. Our class size is at 21. Sometimes that number will go down depending on the major. And then we have a 12-to-1 student to faculty faculty ratio. And then this is just a little bit of information to share with you all regarding some of the things that we are proud of. Top majors here, but we're not limited to this: nursing, pharmacy, health sciences, engineering, criminology, pre-law, education, and business. I've seen a big uptick also in psychology. Some information about our campus life. If you're interested in sports, we do have 23 different Division D3 sports. We also have over 80 clubs and organizations represented on campus. As you can see, these are the different areas of organizations that we have. We won't list all of the organizations that we do have, but some of the categories that you can find on campus: academics, sports and fitness, faith, culture, diversity. And here are just a range of, programs and services, activities on campus that we have. We're huge on mentorship here on our campus. Every student is given an academic advisor from the start of their matriculation. They're given a student advisor that helps them to kind of schedule their classes and lead through the funnel to graduate. We do have career advising and counseling, personal counseling and advising. You can find it all here. And then residence life, we have guaranteed housing for all 4 years, so you never have to worry about getting the boot. And these are the 3 different styles of housing that our first year students can choose from. They do come as a first come, first served basis in terms of choices. So if you wanted, say, a mansion style, that's where first come, first served comes in. However, all students are guaranteed those 4 years here. If you choose to live off campus, you can move off campus after your 2nd year as a student here. Admissions process, regard that first line. We don't have a fee waiver now. Our application is just free for everyone to apply. So if you're interested after today, you can certainly do that. Same address to apply. And we take the Common App. We are SAT and ACT optional, so you do not have to send those scores in. If you like, it will assist you with a scholarship, but we do not need them. And then if you're interested in either of these 2 programs, performing arts or pharmacy guaranteed seat, those are 2-step programs that you'll need to receive an answer from us. So an interview or audition for performing arts and for the pharmacy guaranteed seat, you're actually going to need to sit in for an interview for that as well. And as you can see, the letters of recommendation, essays, and an interview. 90% of our students receive some form of financial aid, so it is absolutely worth it to apply to the FAFSA application, which is listed right on the bottom blue point print there. You can find that. And our top scholarship is $25,000 each year. We do have a tier of category that kind of climbs depending on your GPA and your honors, IB, AP, or college credits that you've taken. You can build up to that scholarship.
We have one minute. We can still have a garbage.
And again, here is the application for, here is our code for the FAFSA application. So you'll be sure to put that inside to make sure that you're getting an award letter, a financial aid award letter from Wilkes University. And those typically go out around the end of December, early January is when we start letting students know how much they're qualifying for in aid. If you have more questions on anything financial aid related, there is their email address and their phone number. And here are some of the career outcomes if you're interested in wondering what students are doing now. 77% have reported that they're working full-time. 96% are attending graduate or professional school. So we do our best to prepare you for life after Wilkes. And then here's some of our alumni. We're proud of all of our alumni, but here's some that just stand out to us that have some pretty outstanding careers. So these are more career outcomes. And if you are interested in visiting us, there's just ways to explore Wilkes. You can visit us on campus. We do have in-person visits every day, Monday through Friday, which include a tour and a sit down with an admissions counselor. You can follow us on any of our Wilkes pages on social media. It can be found here. And of course, you can contact me. My contact information was at the beginning of the slide. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have University of Oregon.
Hi, everyone. All right, and okay. Can you? Hopefully, you can see my my slides. Okay. Hi, my name's Joelle Goodwin, and I am a 1986 graduate of the University of Oregon. I'm just going to take a quick few minutes here to give you an overview of the University of Oregon and all that we have to offer. First up, if you have your phones available, you can scan that QR code right there. Otherwise, there's my contact information, phone number, and email. So the University of Oregon is considered a medium-sized university. We have a student population of about just over 22,000. That is 3,000 to 4,000 graduate students, the rest of them being undergraduate students. We consider ourselves having great geographic diversity. We have students coming from all 50 states and well over 100 countries. Our freshman class profile, as you can see here, about 3,000, just over 3,000 students. This was last year's freshman class. You see the middle 50% of our GPAs and students with, we've got about 40% of students coming in with AP or IB exam credits. So University of Oregon is one of the top 20 public universities for graduating underrepresented students. We have a number of affinity groups and resources, such as the LGBTQIA, student and women's space. We have student unions such as the Latinx, Native American Student Union, Black Student Union, Pacific Islander Club. And we also have a really robust Veterans Center. So the University of Oregon is located in the city of Eugene. Eugene is the second largest city in the state of Oregon. As you can see, we are about 2 hours, a 2-hour drive from the big city of Portland and the Washington state line. And then we're about 3 hours north of the city of Ashland and the California border. If you look to your right, you've got the Cascade Mountains. So if you want to go skiing, you're about an hour from that. And then if you want to go head to the beach or to the coast, we're about an hour from the coastline. So you could go skiing in the morning, and then you could go hang out at the beach in the afternoon. If you like the outdoors, Oregon is a great place for it. If that's rock climbing, kayaking, cycling, running, fishing, you name it, and you're going to find it here at the University of Oregon. This is just to give you a brief glimpse of the city of Eugene. That's the Willamette River that runs through and all the way to Portland and up through the state of Washington. You will find a lot of community events. We've got our Saturday market. We've got over 250 miles of bicycle and running trails. We are considered a quintessential college town. So our campus is about 295 acres, but don't let that scare you. You can walk on campus, get from one end of campus to the other in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. There's free public transportation to all University of Oregon students, so you can get on any of our lane transit district buses for free. We, like I said, super bicycle friendly campus. So what you're looking at here, if you look on the right side of your screen, you're seeing our brand new, beautiful, state-of-the-art Hayward track and field stadium. And to the left of that is Matthew Knight Arena, where basketball, men's and women's basketball, volleyball, acrobatics and tumbling, etc. And then far off to the left, if you see that big O out there, that's Autzen Stadium, where that's the football stadium. So really, really green, really beautiful. And no, it does not rain in Oregon all the time. So why the University of Oregon? We are a Tier 1 national public research institution, and about 74% of our undergraduate students are engaged in some sort of research activity. So if that's something that you think that you would be interested in, then Oregon is a great place for you. We have about 168 academic programs. You want to check out majors.uoregon.edu to see more about those. These are some of our top majors. Business is number one. Psychology is also a very popular one, and also political science. Whatever it is, generally speaking, that you want to major in, you just put that down as your intended major. Some do require, a couple do require special applications, but by and large, you just put down the major that you want. We have made up of 9 different colleges and schools. The one not listed here, the School of Law is there. So those are our 9 different colleges and schools. Once you graduate, here are some of our top employers. I'm sure you recognize many of the names on that list: Adidas, Amazon, Nike, Microsoft. It is a requirement to live on campus for your first year in school. Your first year at the University of Oregon. We have 15 academic residential communities and then 14 different dining venues for you to choose from. We have over 300 clubs and organizations for you to get involved in. We are a Division I school for sports. We have awesome club sports, and then we also have a great intramural sports program. If you're interested in study abroad, we have a very robust study abroad program also. My time is about up, so I'm just really quickly, we have 3 ways to apply: the Common Application, Coalition, or the Oregon application. We don't care which one you use, it doesn't matter. We are test optional here at the University of Oregon, so you do not need to send us your test scores. Quick look at the deadlines. Early action is 1 November. And so don't want to take up other people's time, so I'm going to stop right there.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Chapman University.
Hi there. I'm just gonna share my screen, and Oregon seems like a beautiful place. Learned a lot. So hopefully you can see my screen. I'm gonna set a timer for myself. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tanaz Norian, and I am a senior admission counselor at Chapman. I'm also an alum, and I graduated in 2017. So very excited for you all on this next journey of yours. Chapman University is a medium-sized private liberal arts school located in Southern California in the heart of Orange County, and I'll show you a map on the next slide. Our student population is just over 7,400 undergraduate students and just over 2,300 graduate students and law. We have 78 countries represented on our campus, along with 47 American states, and our location in Orange County is optimal for all students, from the professional and recreational side being between Los Angeles and San Diego, both the mountains and the beaches. As a liberal arts university, our programs range from STEM to film, business to the performing arts. We have a very wide variety of programs available for our students, and we encourage them to mix and match. We also encourage students to build community through Division III athletics, Greek life opportunities, pre-professional societies, and over 180 student-run organizations, ranging from the Dungeons and Dragons Club, a cappella groups, student government, you name it, it's definitely going to be there for you. Here is a macro perspective of our location in Southern California. I like to think of California as two states just because it's so big, Northern California and Southern California. We're around a 7-hour drive and 40-minute flight from Northern California. So Disneyland is one of our more popular neighbors, just being down the street. Disney's actually the second largest employer of Chapman students, and you can actually see the fireworks from our campus, which is pretty cool. Some students will ski or snowboard in the morning, head back down to Orange County to go over to the beach, surf, hang out with their friends by the beach. Then we'll finish it off with Disneyland. So doing all three in a day is actually called the Chapman bucket list. Lastly, we are central to Los Angeles and San Diego. We have a Metrolink station, just a 7-minute walk from main campus, that will drop students off both in Los Angeles and San Diego. Being centrally located is an advantage for our students because it really opens up a lot of opportunities in all areas. Some students will take on internship opportunities in Los Angeles, or just decide to go visit friends for a day or for a weekend. From music venues to sports venues, there's always a fun activity going on nearby. Our average class size is 23 students with a faculty to student ratio of 12:1. So this allows students to have a truly personalized education that they might be looking for, where you'll know your professors and your classmates. Professors look to work with students on research opportunities, and we are recognized as an R2 Carnegie Research Institution. All of our programs allow students to conduct research with faculty, and you can start as soon as your freshman year, which is really awesome. We offer 52 majors and 72 minors on our campus. A vast majority of our students will take on a major and minor and still graduate on time because our programs are not impacted. Our curriculum is designed to study more than one thing. So if you are a business major and are thinking of minoring in the sciences, we encourage you to think outside the box and go forth with that and try different things that interest you. Over 95% of our students complete an internship during their 4-year experience. There are over 85,000 companies in the Orange County area alone, so you really don't need to leave. Our Office of Career and Professional Development is there for our students in regards to those employment and internship opportunities, and they're a resource 24/7 to you, even as alum. They host mock interviews throughout the year, career fairs, resume workshops, just to name a few. And like I said earlier, they're a career connection for life. We also have over 100 study abroad programs to choose from. Students will even study abroad more than once if they choose to, which is really great. We offer travel courses during a time called interterm, since we're on a 4-1-4 system. So that's the fall semester, interterm, that month in January, which is an optional time to take a course. You can also take travel courses, and then 4 months in the spring. So some students will decide to take a travel course. We have a religion and gender and Harry Potter course that goes to London. There's a Game of Thrones course that goes to Ireland. So there's a lot to get involved in. Students also participate heavily in student-run organizations. We have over 180 clubs and organizations to choose from Greek life, religious organizations, all the way to the Harry Potter Quidditch Club that I mentioned a little bit earlier. So there's so many ways to get involved. We highly encourage you to think outside the box and try new things. This is just a picture of our campus. I think that was a tabling fair for all of the clubs and organizations. So I know I have just a minute yet. So our first deadline is coming up, early action and early decision. This is also the priority deadline for the programs that you see listed here on this slide. Our second deadline is January 15th. That's the regular decision deadline. So that's another deadline. You can, take a few more months to work on your application unless you're applying to a priority deadline. We use the common application. Good news is you might be applying to another school that uses the common application as well. You'll also have to submit a Chapman questions portion. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to go over, but please reach out if you need anything, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have East Carolina University.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second to get all squared away. Okay, there we go. My name is Megan Lower, and I'm one of the admissions counselors for East Carolina University. So on behalf of the rest of my team, welcome to ECU and welcome to Pirate Nation. A little bit about ECU. We are a larger university with about 23,000 undergraduate students, 28,000 students total when you factor in graduate and professional students. While we are a large university where you can still get all of those opportunities and experiences, ECU really balances it well with our small school community feel, with a lot of support in place to help you succeed while you're here. Our student body is 32% diverse, and we're very proud of that high number. And then within that 13% of our students who come from out of state, Pennsylvania is one of our top 4 states in which we see students come down from Pennsylvania to ECU to attend college there. Along the bottom of the screen are some awards and recognitions to make note of, specifically the Best Bang for Your Buck School, as well as one of Forbes' top colleges. So where we are located, we are in the heart of Eastern North Carolina. And so we are located in Greenville, which was named one of the top 10 college towns in the nation in the year 2020. We are only an hour and a half from the beaches of North Carolina, and additionally only an hour and a half from Raleigh, which is the capital of our state. If you travel just a couple more hours west, you can also reach the mountains. So we're in a really great sweet spot for all that North Carolina and Greenville has to offer. Essentially, if you just travel down the coast and travel inland, you can come visit us anytime. So about our academics, we have 87 different bachelor's degrees for you to choose from at ECU. And that's just a small number in comparison to the over 400 minors, concentrations, certificates, etc., that you can add to supplement your education. Here are some of our top majors at ECU. Nursing is certainly our top major. We produce the most nurses in the state of North Carolina every year. Additionally, we also produce the most education professionals in the state. Our colleges of business and allied health sciences are the largest in North Carolina, and our fine and performing arts are ranked among the best in the Southeast. Another fact that we are very proud of is that we are the only North Carolina university with a School of Medicine, School of Dental Medicine, and a College of Engineering at one university. So a lot of great pockets of academic excellence for you to choose from while you're a student here at ECU. A little bit about the student life of ECU, because college is more than just the classes you're going to be attending. We have 16 different residence halls and 3 different neighborhoods located on campus for you to live in. We have 18 different living learning communities you can apply to be a part of, which is a cohort of students who live together based off of a common major or similar interest. In terms of dining, we have plenty of options for you to choose from on campus. Starts with 2 full service dining halls that you have unlimited access to with your on-campus meal plan. We have several retail locations. We have a Chick-fil-A, we have multiple Starbucks, a Panda Express, a Einstein's Brothers Bagels, and we are home to the only Raising Cane's in North Carolina as well. And then certainly there are plenty of ways to get involved while you are on campus at ECU, and we encourage you to do so. So we have over 500 student organizations that you can join that range from organizations based off of hobbies to professional career societies to our active Greek life population and our 15 different campus ministries. Additionally, we have over 60 club sports and intramural sports that you can play at ECU. But if you also want to go a little bit on the bigger scale, whether it's to play or to spectate, our Division I sports are definitely the way to go. So we are Division I and we compete in the American Athletic Conference with 18 different sports teams. And a great thing about being a student at ECU is that you can partake in our Pirate Nation Pride at every home athletic event for free. You get a free ticket to every home athletic event. For our football games, you'll sit in our student section called the Boneyard because we are the Pirates, and cheer on our football team with your fellow students. Another great opportunity is our Honors College. They accept 200 students every year to join their community of highly impacted, highly motivated students. Each member of the Honors College, each of those 200 receives one of 3 levels of scholarship support for 4 years at ECU. You can also apply to our EC Scholars Program, which is our top premier scholarship program at ECU, as well as have the opportunity to apply to several of our professional programs, such as medicine, nursing, audiology, etc., for guaranteed acceptance starting as an ECU student. This year, they are not requiring test scores, as our office is not requiring test scores. So your ECU application to our admissions office must be complete by October 18th. So it's coming up. And then you must have either a 3.5 unweighted GPA or a 4.0 weighted GPA to be invited to apply. So a little bit about our application process. So you can apply either directly through our website or through Common App. It doesn't matter to us which one you're using. Like I said, we're not requiring test scores this year. And so all you need to submit for my seniors are an online application, which does include that essay, that $75 application fee, and then your official high school transcript. Here's some deadlines to make note of for our application. You can apply anytime between now and March 1st. We are rolling admissions, which means we don't have any sort of early action deadline. So the sooner that you get your ECU application complete to us, we can get you your decision in about 4 weeks. And then there's a lot of great ways to visit campus, from campus guided tours to virtual tours, and then academic days based off of certain programs of interest. And then here's our contact information, and I will put my information in the chat. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Temple University.
Thanks so much for having us, and thanks for your attendance here today. We are fairly close to Hatboro-Horsham and visit very often, so I'm going to be quick so that my colleagues from Kutztown and Lycoming can get some time in as well. So I'm Jim Van Blanc. I'm a Senior Associate Director at Temple University. We are, as you probably all know, a large public Research One institution in the city of Philadelphia, very much an urban environment. We also have a campus not far from Hatboro-Horsham in Ambler, and that's the complete opposite of our main campus on Broad Street. So that's a working arboretum. It's completely green, and you are most welcome to take courses at both campuses in the same semester if that's something that you would like to do. There's a free shuttle that runs back and forth, and so we are super excited to have you at any of our campuses. And speaking of other campuses, we also have campuses in Rome and in Japan that you can go to for study abroad programs, or spend a year there. Or for our Japan campus, you can actually apply directly to that campus and spend all 4 years in Tokyo and get your Temple degree, having never gone to class in Philadelphia, if that's something that interests you. For the Rome campus, we actually have a freshman program where you can spend your freshman year in Rome and then come back to Philadelphia for your sophomore, junior, and senior year. But most importantly, being in the 6th largest city in America, we have a lot of opportunities for you. With regard to academics, we have over 150 different undergraduate majors for you to study. And those students, all 27,000 of our undergrads, are studying in one of our 12 undergraduate schools and colleges. We also have 5 professional schools. So we have our own medical school, our own pharmacy school, our own dental school, our own podiatry school, and a school of law as well. As was mentioned earlier, I think a lot of times big schools get a bad rap that all your classes are going to have hundreds and hundreds of students in them, and that's not true. Our average class size is just about 30, and as you can see, our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. Again, lots of internship opportunities. We think it's super important that you get that experiential learning process while you're with us. And so we oftentimes have students go into the city and do things, especially as it relates to some of our general education requirements. So we might ask you to go into the city and go to the art museum and take in an exhibit and write a reflection paper on it. We might ask you to go to the Kimmel Center and attend a concert and do the same thing. With over 150,000 Temple alumni in the area, they are super excited to help our undergraduate students. And so again, that internship opportunity, that job shadowing, or even perhaps a job when you are ready to graduate, all are big benefits of being in an urban environment. Again, we are a Research One institution, so we don't feel like you should wait until you're in grad school to be able to do research. And so that opportunity can come your way in a lot of different programs that we offer on campus. Great state-of-the-art facilities. In the bottom left-hand corner is our iconic bell tower in the middle of campus. And on the right is our brand new Charles Library, which was completed just last year. The cool thing about the Charles Library is that it has a robotic retrieval system, which means when you go to check out a book, a robot will actually bring your book to the desk that you will then check out, which is pretty cool. The students love it a lot, and there's a lot of great things to go with that. Over 350 different clubs and organizations, everything from a cappella groups to jazz ensembles to performance-based programs, sororities and fraternities, athletic clubs, and our silly clubs. We actually have a rock, paper, scissors club on campus. So there you go. And again, really want you to be involved. Our 19 Division I athletic teams are also in the American Athletic Conference with East Carolina. So we're somewhat rivals, but not too much. We still love each other. Our football team plays in the link where the Philadelphia Eagles play. So it's cool to have your collegiate team play in a professional football stadium. There's tremendous amounts of amenities there that are great. There's a free tailgate and free tickets for every student for every game. And all of our home athletic contests are free to our students. Our basketball team is the 6th winningest Division I program in history, and they play right on campus at our Leah Core Center, a 10,000 seat arena that's right on Broad Street. A little bit about our application process. We are Common Application exclusive, so you must use the Common Application. We do have an early action program. Again, that's a non-binding program. That application deadline is coming up in November. So November 1st is the deadline for that. Or you can apply regular decision, which typically is a rolling admission process. And that application is due by February 1st. We do promise if you apply early action that we will get you a decision no later than January 10th, but we really don't want early action decisions to sort of be hanging over our heads. So we typically get those completed before we leave for our holiday break. A couple of things about our process that you should know that are really important. We are a test optional school. We are not test optional because of the pandemic. We were test optional about 5 or 6 years prior to that. And we will continue to be test optional. We have no plans to go back to ever requiring test scores again. So there's no need ever for you to send your test scores to us. However, if you do take an SAT or an ACT, we're happy to accept those scores if you feel that it complements the rest of your application. So by all means, you can do that. Every
Great.
single person.
So sorry, Jim, we do have to move on to our next so we can keep to time. But
Sure, no
I would
worries.
encourage, if anyone has any questions, please go ahead and put those in the chat as well. And next up, we have Kutztown University.
Great, thanks so much.
All righty. Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in today. My name is Baron Vandenberg from Kutztown University, and I will be your presenter for the day. So let's go ahead and get started. Kutztown, we are one of those more on the local end to you over at Hatboro-Horsham. So we're glad to be here with you. This is probably a school that you may have either heard of, or you have some friends that have attended, or you know somebody who is, a KU alum or anything of that sort. So let's jump right in. I just have a couple of slides to show you all today. Maybe. Okay, here we go. So Kutztown by the numbers. So we are a medium-sized institution, just shy of 8,000 students total on our campus. It's right about 7,000 undergrad and about 800 or 900 graduate students. So nice medium size. We have students from all across the globe attending here on our campus, students from as far as California, Alaska, and Hawaii in terms of domestic states. And we have students from as far as Africa, Japan, and Australia, and all types of different places on campus. Our average class size is 24, so our classes aren't too big, aren't too small. Our student to faculty ratio is 17:1. So we keep our class sizes nice and manageable for you all. We do have some of those classes where you might see the bigger size in the 80, 90, 100 to a classroom, but in very, very rare occasions will you see a class of that size. We have our majors organized into 4 individual academic colleges, starting with the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. That is our largest college, has the most amount of students, and also has the most amount of majors. You'll notice that those are your liberal arts style majors, as well as your research-based, project-based majors as well. You'll notice a couple of majors with an asterisk: computer science, information technology, and social work. Those are majors that have a combined 5-year bachelor's and master's program if you wanted to go that route. Next, we have the College of Education. We were founded as a teacher's college in 1866, so we've been doing education for quite some time. As it has been said before, it's easier to tell you what areas of education we don't have than it is to tell you which ones we do. We don't have physical education or speech language pathology here at KU, but we have every other level of education, as well as a variety of different special education certifications and the library science major, which is extremely hard to come by at the undergraduate level. There's a lot of different graduate programs for library science, but not a lot of undergrad. So we're an anomaly that way. Next, we have the College of Business. The College of Business hosts our business-related majors: accounting, finance, marketing, supply chain management, sport management. All of those majors come together to form a pretty great business program for us. You will notice that we are making sure that our business school keeps up with the industry needs that are going on around us, be it the warehouse boom, for example. A lot of warehouses popping up in our area, right? So they need supply chain managers to manage the lifespan of a product from its inception, from the idea phase out to the point that it gets to the hands of the consumer. You need human resource managers to run these facilities and all types of different things like that. If you are interested in sport management, you are choosing a prime location here at KU because we are in the middle of 2 major sport networks. So whether you are a fan or want to get involved with the sport networks to the south of us, which is the Philadelphia market, or the sport markets to the east of us, which would be the New York sport markets, you have tons of opportunities to shadow and find jobs in the different fields. I won't say which sport network is best, but I will say go blue. Last but not least, we have the College of Visual and Performing Arts. That is our college for the creative. So if you are an artist or a musician or a communicator or a filmmaker or anything of the like, this is the college for you. You will notice a couple of our majors here do have an asterisk next to them as well. Those indicate majors that do require some type of portfolio or audition review. Don't worry, it's not that hard. We can help you get through it. And you can really focus on your art while you are here as a student. You will also notice that our communications major has a couple different specializations as well. We are home of one of very few social media and theory and strategy programs in the entire country, that which we're pretty proud of. When we first started that program, there were 2 in the entire country, and now I think there's like 30 or 35. So I like to say that everybody wanted to be like Kutztown and get those programs out in the air. We are a Division II sports institution, so you will notice that we have a variety of different sports to choose from. Basketball, baseball, football, volleyball, lacrosse, field hockey, you name it, we probably have it. Not only do we have sports at the Division II level, but we have a wide variety of club sports as well for the student that doesn't necessarily want to play with the competition of intercollegiate, but still wants to play in an organized capacity. You certainly have that opportunity. And then if you are the student that probably isn't all that athletic, but think you are, like me, that's the boat that I fall into, we offer a lot of intramural sports as well. That you can just go to the rec center, grab a ball, grab a bat, grab a field hockey stick, and just get out there with your friends and stay in shape that way. In addition to our athletics, we have a variety of different ways to keep you busy while you're on campus. Oh, it looks like I'm winding down. All right, I'm gonna move a little bit faster. I'm almost done, 1 minute. A lot of different clubs and organizations, a lot of great job opportunities on campus, Greek life, all of that good stuff. We are rolling admission and we are test optional. We will take your test. If you decide that you want to bring it, please feel free. Rolling admission, you can apply as early as today. You're looking at a cost of just shy of $22,000 per year. Open houses, you can please visit an open house, catch us on a Saturday. And last but not least, Liz is your actual counselor and I am the counselor who is covering for her today. So if you need to get in touch with either one of us, please screenshot this. You'll also see our website and our fee waiver code up at the top.
Thank you so much. That is a lot. Next up, we have Lycoming College.
Hello, all. Let me just pull up the PowerPoint really quick. Hold on. Share screen. Oh, I think I can't because Barnes.
Okay, let me take it over. 1 moment.
Sorry.
There we go. All right.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
so now no, that's good. Where is my option to share? There it is. Okay. Hold on 1 second as I look for it. Well, while I'm looking for it and pulling up, I'll get started. My name is Lauren Krause. I am your admissions counselor. Part of our role as an admissions counselor is we're the people that help you with your application, but we also help with your financial aid. So you're kind of with us through the whole process, including up until orientation. And we even help you with that aspect as well. From all of us at Lycoming College, thank you for joining today. There's a lot of awesome colleges that talked about their universities and campuses, so I'm excited that we get a chance to talk as well. We are one of the oldest colleges in the nation. We were founded in 1812. We're super proud of our history. We even have a cafe on campus that we call Cafe 1812, which is super cool. We are a small private liberal arts institution in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Williamsport's actually the home of the Little League World Series. So every year the world comes to our town, which is awesome. We do have 1,200 students on campus with a 12-to-1 ratio of faculty to students. So in your classroom, you're going to be working really closely with professors. They're not only going to be the teachers in front of the classroom, but they're going to be mentors and helping you through your career path, connecting you to networks in your interested careers, etc. Some of our student positions to help with faculty are lab assistants, teaching assistants. However, they're never the ones in front of the classroom. It's going to always be your faculty. Something to note with that. I mentioned we're a liberal arts institution, so what does that mean? Our students have an opportunity to tailor make their degree to match their career goals. So these are just some of our more unique majors that we have on campus, including our astrophysics. We do have a planetarium on campus, which we're super proud of. And what's really unique about these majors is, for example, we had a student that graduated last year who went on to grad school at Johns Hopkins, but she double majored in astrophysics and creative writing. So taking both her passions and really making her time at Lycoming College really useful. At the bottom there, you'll see that we have a bullet point talking about our academic experiences. So we have a center dedicated to this where our students are going to get involved outside the classroom. And how they do that is between internships, fieldwork, research opportunities, and even study abroad or our global studies. I want to talk a little bit about research. So you'll see on that top picture there, that's actually one of our students working with our Clean Water Institute. So students will utilize the opportunity to do research with a hellbender, which is actually a salamander that's a little bit longer. And it kind of looks like someone, it's flat, might have ran over it. but they're super sensitive to the ecosystem. And so anytime that we see that those have tumors or cancers, there's something going on with the water. So our students get involved with that. Another opportunity, which that's more the research or fieldwork opportunity. Another highlight of us is our study abroad program. We go to the Dominican Republic every year and bring back coffee beans from the local farmers to have our Warrior Coffee Project. And that's actually the coffee that we sell on campus, which is super great. One unique factor to this office is that every student gets a career advisor. Our career advisor's caseload is all based off of distinct academic or career areas that students are going to go into. So they'll help students find those internships, build the resume they might need for it, help with application to grad school, etc. So a little bit about life outside of the classroom. We do have over 80 clubs and organizations ranging anywhere between religious-based, athletic, major-based, to even Greek life. One unique factor to Lycoming College is our outdoor leadership and education office. We actually have a 3-story rock wall on campus, which is featured picture at the bottom there. This organization and department goes on over 80 to about 100 trips a year, so equaling about 1 to 2 trips a week. They are ranging anywhere between bouldering, kayaking, fishing, etc., which is super great for our students. We are NCAA Division III. We are part of the MAC conference. We actually now have 19 sports on campus. We just added baseball and field hockey this year, which is super great. Some unique factors or traditions that take place here is we do have a concert every year. We haven't the past 2 years due to COVID. I think we're going to try and do one this year, but we'll see, so stay tuned. We go to a lot of different cities and trips, including Philadelphia, but also New York to Broadway trips. And then one unique thing that we do every year is we host a candlelight service in our Clark Chapel and honor students on their way out to kind of get them ready for the holiday season in the winter. But we also do a Thanksgiving meal that faculty and staff bring that home style to our students to kind of welcome them back home for the holiday season as well. So I know this has been talked about a lot by all of my colleagues earlier, but we do encourage all of our students to fill out FAFSA. We are able to determine any additional need-based programming for our students, even if it's not caught in the FAFSA. So we're able to help students outside of any need-based if there's an additional. But one awesome opportunity that all of our students do get is a merit-based scholarship. So our scholarships range anywhere between $18,000 to $30,000, with some of our students actually able to come in for an interview and get an upgrade for those for additional scholarship as well. So I know Common App's been discussed a lot today. So we are on Common App. These are kind of our timelines and things that we need is a personal essay. We are test optional, but if it's going to enhance your application, please send in those scores, recommendation letter, and high school transcript. These are some ways that we hope that you visit. And thank you all for participating with us today. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you so much. And thank you first to our wonderful presenters today. And thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey, excuse me. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide, and we encourage you to check out the session recordings at strivescan.com/Hatboro-Horsham. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.